you know, a lot of shit y'all. I like how y'all do it. You're like, hey, this is out there. What do you think? You guys are like, and what's funny is I was trying to figure out why is everybody scared of Jay-Z to say something about Jay-Z? Like, why the fuck would he?
You know, why? You never met him. Shit, I don't know. And the greatest rapper of all time. In my opinion, he'd always be the greatest fucking rapper of all time to me. But that doesn't mean
I would definitely disagree with that.
Let's talk about.
I like Jay-Z. I like him as a guy, and the whole era thing he created about this fake dope dealing. That's when I stopped disliking him. Like, this nigga ain't never sold no cocaine in his fuck. I don't think he ever won a fight. I'm like, this nigga has never sold cocaine ever, because you know why? He keeps telling all these stories about how he did this and did this, but there's no stories of the other side of selling cocaine, nigga. There's another side. Somebody gonna bust you. Nobody ever sold you pancake. It was always Miami Vice. All this shit sounded like Miami Vice to me. Like, this sounds like this episode of Miami Vice. Then he always quotes Scarface and shit. Scarface? Anybody who's so dope in the 80s know, especially now. It wasn't no man Scarface that was doing it was a woman.
Yeah. Giselda, right? Blanco, something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Getting busy.
Not no white guy. Okay, Frank. Why is that your guy? That's that. You know what I'm saying? If you there was real niggas around that era, Fat Cat, you know, that was really doing it. Alpo. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was like, this nigga's never. But I like the guy. I could tell he's a nice guy. I mean, his business dealings or whatever. But I'm like, why is he telling these kids he's so dope? Oh, it's an image. Then I figured out all this shit is fake. Okay. But you can tell he don't know the dope game. I mean, the people he around may, that, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't. I was like, this nigga, I don't think this nigga ever beat a nigga's ass in the streets with his hands. So these kids don't know that. They just know, like you said, he's the best ever. I think LL will bust his ass. Hit for hit. LL Cool J and Jay-Z. LL will bust that nigga's ass. But I still like him. I like Jay-Z. I know it sounds crazy, but
that's why we got you on here, brother. We want to hear some shit different. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm going to tell you the truth. I mean, I'm just like, yeah, this nigga. I mean, when he used to come to LA, they used to take the nigga's chain. I'm like, when was the gangster shit then?
You take his cane, you said?
It was his chain.
Oh, his chain.
Yeah, it would be a bounty for his chain. I'm like, yo.
So whose chain?
Jay-Z.
Oh, really? Wow.
How the fuck is somebody take somebody? I want, like, never mind. I don't even no, never mind.
Hey, what?
Never mind. I ain't even going to ask. I ain't even going to ask. Never mind. They just got his chain. Got it.
Man. Well, speak Tupac. A few years ago, it was a video. I know you did the video, but it was posted here on this channel, all like it was over the internet. You went kind of viral for what you said about Tupac and Snoop. And I think you were saying something along the line that Snoop could have prevented Tupac's death. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What I was saying, a lot of people don't understand how the gang culture is. Like, New York got it fucked up. Like, let me tell you something. You can't go to jail and join a gang. All right? That's what you can't do. In California, you have to be from that street. When you go to jail, what they do, they classify you. Where you from? I'm from I'm from San Diego, Southeast San Diego, Old Memory Lane, whoop, whoop. And they classify you and they put you with the Bloods. When you go to jail, they classify you.
Okay.
I'm a Blood. This is, Old Memory Lane, Uptown, Emerald Hills. Okay. They're going to put you with them niggas. You can't go there and then join these niggas and they kick you in. No, nigga. No. You have to put on work in the streets. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac didn't know the gang culture, but it was nothing but gang members around him.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop was a real Crip.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but real Crips around this nigga. So when I said that, Snoop could have, you can tell Snoop telling him, I said Snoop was fighting a murder case.
Mm-hmm.
But Snoop was fighting a murder case, Pac was coming out. So Snoop was like, nigga, chill.
Mm-hmm.
You made it, nigga. Chill. You can tell it. Snoop was like, yo, nigga, I beat this murder case. I'm not going through that shit again. But Pac attached himself to the Bloods. It's like, okay, all right. I see, I see it. Okay. And Snoop's like, nigga, okay, watch yourself, Pac. This ain't, And that's, if Pac would have listened to Snoop, because Pac, on any day, Pac, he gonna cuss you out, or he gonna fill you with nothing but love.
Mm-hmm.
So if he ain't fucking with Snoop that day, or whatever it is, it's gonna be an argument. If he felt that you was betraying him, that's it. So even him and his brother Mo Preem was, they was going through it at one point. So that's what I was saying, was like, Snoop was really like, hey, nigga, lay off that shit. Nigga, we here, nigga. It's bitches around. We making money. We the number one. And Pac was like, no, fuck that. Whatever happened in New York, because I wasn't there for that shit. That nigga was scorned. Fuck them niggas. First time I ever heard fuck Jay-Z was out of two. I didn't even know who Jay-Z was. I was
like, we think about people accusing like Diddy and people like that have something to do with it. The whole East Coast West.
I really don't. I can't speak on that, because I don't. I met Diddy afterwards. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I really can't speak on it. I knew Snoop. I knew Pac. I knew Pac. I first met Pac with him when he got that tattoo. Him and MC Bree was on Sunset, and that's how Pac was always around. So we just nobody had no money, so we'd all hang out, go get some weed, find out who had the weed, who got the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, then then Snoop. I knew Snoop through just Ricky Harris. I mean, it's kind of weird because rest in peace. They would come to the comedy club. You wouldn't even know. They, what I'm saying, they'd be in a crowd, or they'd be at the comedy store. We used to stay at the comedy store every Mondays, and everybody was up there. But yeah, I think Pac would have been around if he would have just sit back and listen to Snoop. Snoop was like, man, shit, man, we winning.
Mm-hmm.
This other bullshit, if you come up in the gang, but see, gang banging now ain't what like it used to be when we came up. You know what I'm saying? It was real in the streets, like it was a code to it. Believe it or not, it's still a code to it. But back then it was a real code. Like you couldn't just like this 6ix9ine nigga. He would. Oh my god. That's just. But I get I understand who he is now. I get it now. It's just all. It's just so we can be talking about it right now. We can be on here talking. I get it. I was like, it's just. But I was hearing niggas from New York talking about they went to jail and became a blood. I was like, that's wrong.
Talk about Hollywood a little bit, man. We had Mo Preem on, was it last week or a couple of weeks ago? God asked him about some lost audio from when Tupac was going in on Quincy Jones and saying some things Quincy Jones asked him to do on some shady shit, some Jerry Epstein shit. And Mo Preem
was saying that?
Say it again.
Mo Preem was saying that?
No, God asked Mo Preem about the lost audio. Mo Preem got pissed off. He ain't like that question. But talk about Hollywood, man. We see Jerry Epstein's girlfriend just get caught up. You got a lot of people in Hollywood scared to death.
Well, that's the tip of the iceberg, bro. I think I'm gonna be for 8 years. How many years have we been going after? How many years have we been going after R. Kelly?
Shit,
a decade in now.
More longer than that.
Now they just finding out this motherfucker and his broad. Come on, knock it off, man. It's all like what? Knock it off. R. Kelly, and I don't even believe R. Kelly shit. Somebody like, listen, if you fucking with little girls, I don't think you can live in Chicago like that. I think the niggas would have been murked him. Like, what, nigga? This nigga, because he wasn't hiding in Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago is not to be fucked with. You can't fuck around in Chicago. They will bring you your hat. So I'm like, if he's doing this, why they not killing him in Chicago?